Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and what I'm going to do in this session, guys, I'm going to talk about the application of one-way data table and two-way data table. So let first give me the heading for this. So for that, I'll just try to introduce few rows in the row one. So how to introduce a row? So I'll select the row. How to select the row? Shift space bar, Control Shift plus. Just add few rows like this. Just write in topic application of one-way data table, one-way data table, and two-way data table, and two-way data table. That is our objective of this class. Okay, so control F5. Let me just merge this content to make it look better. Merge in center. Okay, let me put in center. Fine. Let me put some color into this. Fine. Now it's looking better. So this is our application. The topic for the today class discussion is the application of one-way data table and two-way data table. Now, to make you understand the concept of one-way data table and two-way data table, here I'll take the help of goal seek. You can use goal seek whenever you want to determine an unknown, like in mathematics, like when we try to find the value of x. Okay, so the same thing what we can do here by using goal seek, but probably in Excel we can't write x because then Excel cannot understand that we are trying to calculate the value of x at the end of the day. So here you cannot write x. Here you cannot write x because then Excel will take that as alphabet. So that then you will get error everywhere. So instead of x, you can take any value. Okay, or you can take zero also. That doesn't matter. Okay, so like here, what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to create an hypothetical situation that I'm planning to buy a house. Okay, so that house planning, I'm planning to buy a house where I have 20 lakh rupees with me. So I have 20 lakh rupees with me. That much I can give as a down payment. So this is a hypothetical situation that my plan is to buy a house in Bangalore and I can pay a down payment of 20 lakh rupees. So if I can do a down payment of 20 lakh rupees, then how much loan I have to take? That will be the price of the house minus my down payment. So because I can make 20 lakh rupees down payment, the remaining money I need to take in the form of loan. I hope you're getting the logic. Suppose the housing rate loan in the market is suppose 9% per annum, and suppose I'm planning to take this loan for 15 years. Okay, so every month how much rate of interest I need to pay? That will be 9% divided by 12. I hope everyone getting the logic. And then for how much periods I'm gonna pay this loan? I'm gonna pay this loan for 15 years, and every year I'm gonna pay this loan 12 times. So total 180 period I have to pay the loan. So if I try to calculate the EMI, so you know that how to calculate the EMI. We use PMT function to calculate the EMI. So you use PMT function. Already I believe you have gone through my video on loan amortization schedule. There I have explained PMT function. So PMT basically whenever you work on future value of annuity or you work on present value of annuity, and if you want to determine the value of annuity, we use PMT function. So here the rate of interest that will be 0.0075 comma the time period is 180. Okay, comma PV means the present value of loan. I always put minus sign. That's a bug in Excel. So otherwise you'll get answer negative. So here even then you get answer negative because you understand this is a hypothetical case. So then FP put zero, type put zero, and close bracket. So if I do this, I'm getting a hypothetical figure. Okay, so that doesn't matter to us because you understand. I could have written this as a x. I could have written here as a x as the price of the house. Down payment is 20 lakh. So this the loan will be equal to how much? That will be equal to x minus 20 lakh. So that would be my loan. Okay, then I would have calculated on this and then I would have got the value. I would have got the EMI value. Okay, fine. So EMI here, because I got an hypothetical figure. Uh, now the question, right? How much EMI can I pay? So now suppose, as per my financial abilities and as per my the financial concerns what I have for my family, maximum how much I can pay an EMI. Maximum I can pay an EMI of 25,000. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go to data, we'll go into data, under data, what if analysis, under what if analysis, go to goal seek. In goal seek, we'll say set cell, which cell, this cell, where EMI value you got, to what value, to the value 25,000, means how much EMI can I pay. By changing cell, which cell to change? Price of the house. That is what I want to determine. So you press OK. So it what it will do, it will give you in scenario that if you can pay an EMI of 25,000 rupees, okay. So if you can pay an EMI of 25,000 rupees, what price of house can you target? So you should target a house of 45 lakh rupees, 44 to 45 lakh rupees house. If you target, that would be better for you, because that is what the scenario is all about. Assuming that the rate of interest remain as 9% per annum and time remain as 15 years. Imagine if you change that time. If you say no, I'm ready to pay more year loan, no problem. I'll pay for 20 years loans also, because I believe that an average human being can survive till 60 years. Okay, or maybe after 60 years I need to retire. After 60 years I definitely have to retire. So right now my age is 40. So for under 20 years I can pay the loan. So max I can go with the loan for 18 year. So then if I do this, uh, then if I do this, uh, so then probably the loan, the price of house, the the price of the house, how much that will be. So 1 minute, this should change. No? This is 18 into 2. So the EMI become, EMI got reduced, but I said no, I can pay EMI of 25,000 rupees. You increase the price of house. The purpose is that you increase the price of house. The purpose here is that I don't want to, purpose of increasing the time period is to make sure that the house price should increase. So the maximum, the price of house become 46 to 47 lakh rupees, you can say. So probably around 27 lakh rupees loan you can take. Okay, and that you have to pay back in 18 years. I hope you are getting the logic here. That you have to pay back in 18 years. So that calculation you can do. So by using goal seek, we can determine that value of x, that value of x which we want to determine. So goal seek can help us to do that in Excel. So the total cost means, what is the total cost is, I'm how much is the total cost, uh, like how much is the total cost, the house is costing me how much. So like 25,000 rupees as an EMI I'm paying for, I'm paying for 216 period. So this much money. So this much EMI. This I'm paying for 25,000 rupees. I'm paying for 1216 period, plus, okay, plus I have paid a down payment of 20 lakh rupees. Okay, so plus I have paid a down payment of 20 lakh rupees. 1 minute. Please understand how much the house is costing me, how much actually I am paying for the house. So I'm paying for the house 25,000 rupees for 216 period. Okay, that much money I'm paying because I have taken a loan, plus 20 lakh rupees I paid a down payment. So around 74 lakh rupees. Okay, so around 75, 4 lakh rupees I am paying altogether for the house. Okay, so although my house was of, although my house is of 46 lakh rupees, 46 lakh 69,000 rupees house is there, but but I'm paying altogether 74 lakh rupees. So how much extra I have paid? So how much extra I paid? So that much extra what I paid is this minus the price of the house. This much extra I'm paying. Okay, so I can justify all this figure by using a loan amortization schedule. I can create a loan amortization schedule for this. Okay, so for this situation, I can create a loan amortization schedule. Okay, let's copy this. So I can create a loan amortization schedule for this. So you already know loan amortization schedule. In my previous video, I have explained the loan amortization schedule to all of you. Okay, so here I write periods. So total periods are 216. So how to write from 1 to 216? You can write manually 1, 2, and then you can select 1 and 2, and then you can drag it till 216. This is the one way you can. This is the one way. This is the one way of doing this. What is the other way of doing this? The other way to do this, you go to one, write one, then go to back to one, go to home, under home, go to fill, under home, go to fill, under fill, go to series, under series, go to column, okay, and step value one and stop value 216. Okay, so this way you can write the time period from 1 to 216. Then what you can do here, I can take the principal. Principal means your loan is of 26 lakh rupees is your loan. Then interest, your interest is 9% per annum, divide by 12 into your principal. Fix this cell, 9% per annum. Then EMI, equated monthly installment, EMI. Your EMI is 25,000 rupees. Fine. So how much extra you paid? That will be EMI minus your interest. Fine. And so what is the remaining principal left? So that will be equal to your principal minus how much extra you paid. Fine. And put that figure here. This and this will be same figure. Okay. Now you just need to double click everywhere. Now do double click everywhere. You can see after 216 period, your total loan will become zero. Now if I fix this by freeze band, I can calculate the total interest. This is the total interest. So the total interest is all equal to, for doing this, total interest is 27 lakh 30,428.60, 27 lakh. So 27 lakh 30,328.60. So you can see this is the extra what I'm paying. Simply for the name of interest I'm paying, I have paid this money extra. Okay, everyone understood this. Now in one-way data table, now what is one-way data table? So what is one-way data table? So in one-way data table, I can analyze this scenario that like probably if I say, so probably I can say that that If I take a loan for 10 year, 12 year, 14 year, 16 year, 18 year, like that. So here I took a time period of 18 years. So I took a time period of 18 year. You can take a time period of 20 year or 25 year. Maybe some young person is taking the loan. So for that person have more time to pay the EMI. So in all this scenario, I want to calculate like how much is the how much would be the money I'm paying like in all this scenario. So if I take a 10-year loan, how much will the EMI will become? Okay, and how much your total money what you're paying will become? How much will be your extra like extra? How much you're paying that will become? All this you want to calculate. So what you can do, you can take the help of one-way data table. You select this data. You select this data. Okay. You select this data. Then what you do, go to what if analysis, data table, and click on column input cell, because the component what you are calculating, that is time period, and the time period is mentioned vertically. So click on column input cell. Okay, go. Okay, you can see this. These all are time. These all are time. You can understand these all are time. Go to the cell where time was given. Go to that cell. So that cell is L9. Go to that cell where time is mentioned and press OK. So if you press OK, so you can see this. You can see this. You can see this value. Make a proper heading for this. Make a proper heading. Make a proper heading for this. Put a comma so that it looks better. Okay. Now, what is this? So this is your EMI. So give it, you cannot write EMI here. If you write EMI here, all will become EMI. You cannot do that. So what you do, you can put a shadow over 25,000. For that, go to format cell, control one or right click, go to format cell, go to custom. Under custom, go to general. Under general, what you do, and under double quote, write EMI. Under double quote, write EMI. Okay. Then again do the same thing here. Control one, go to custom. Okay. Under custom, go to general. And under general, right here under double quote, total amount paid, total total cost of house. What is the total cost of house? This is the total cost of house under double quote. Okay, this is your total cost of house and control one. Then go to custom. Under custom, you go click on general and here write extra money paid, extra money to be paid for the loan. Like you're taking loan, so you're paying extra. How much you are paying? You can understand this. So if I take a 10-year loan, then my EMI will become 33,000 rupees, 318. While if I'm taking 18-year loan, my EMI is 25,000. While if I take a 10-year loan, my EMI will become 33,818.27, where the cost of house, the house is gonna cost me around 60 lakh rupees, around 60 lakh rupees the house will cost me. So like total house gonna cost me 60 lakh rupees. Okay. So the total money for the house, where I'm gonna pay only extra 13 lakh rupees. But in case if I take 25-year loan, you can see I extra have to pay 40 lakh rupees. So you can see the scenario. So, and there's not much difference of EMIs coming. So I hope you being a finance student, you can understand how much dangerous is borrowing money, and so how much like if more money you borrow, what's going to happen? So the interest only will kill you. So this is you can understand this. So what is data table basically do? Data table basically help you in in such form of calculation where you don't have to do calculation again and again. You just do one part of the calculation, and the same kind of calculation, if you want to repeat on certain variable factors by changing certain variable, same part of calculation you want to repeat, you can do that. Then this is two-way data table. So this is two-way data table. So basically, in 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 two-way data table, we only measure one parameter. Whenever I talk about two-way data table, I only measure one parameter. Okay, you want to do postmortem of one parameter. You Here I have analyzed multiple variables with one variable. Like that variable was changing time, or like how each variable gonna respond. That I did in one-way data table, but in two-way data table, when we talk about two-way data table, in case of two-way data table, what we're going to do in the case of two-way data table, in the case of two-way data table, I want to see the effect on EMI. I want to see the effect on EMI. So how much the EMI is going to affect. I want to measure only the effect of EMI on changing the time period and the rate of interest. So effect of EMI under different time period, under different rate of interest. I want to measure the effect on EMI. How much the EMI is going to affect. So that I want to measure under the variable time period and under the variable rate of interest. So that calculation I want to measure here. So how to measure that parameter? I want to measure that parameter. I want to measure that. So, so you can see that. Hmm. So here let me put 8%, 9%, 11%, 12%, 13%, something like this. So I want to measure the impact of time period and rate of interest. I want to measure the impact. I want to measure the impact. I want to measure their impact. I want to measure the impact, how much the time period and rate of interest, how much these variables are gonna impact the EMI. So what you do, you put right EMI at the point of intersection of time period and rate of interest. Okay. Then what you do, select this data. Then what you do, select this data. Then go to what if analysis. Go to data alt A, what if analysis, data table, go to data table. In row input cell, what is row? A row input cell, the row input cell, you have rate of interest. In row input cell, you have rate of interest. So put rate of interest in row input cell, okay. And column input cell, what is there in column input cell? In column input cell, you have time. Okay, everyone, then press OK. So if you press OK, you can see this. So you can see this. So here what we are trying to do, we are trying to measure the EMI. We are trying to measure the EMI, how much the EMI is getting impacted, how much your EMI is getting impacted. So control one, where go to custom, under custom, go to general, and under general, uh, write EMI. If I write EMI, okay, press OK. So you can see this. This is two-way data table. You can see this when I'm changing the year, when I'm changing the year, when I'm changing the rate of interest, how much my EMI is getting changed. You can see that. So different banks, when you go for the loan, different banks will charge a different interest rate and under different time periods. So how your EMI is getting impacted by that. So that is what you can do by using two-way data table. This is how the two-way data table works. I hope you're getting the logic of two-way data table. You're getting the logic of one-way data table. So in two-way data table, we are talking about in two-way data table. When we talk about two-way data table, so in two-way data table. When we talk about two-way data table, in the case of a two-way data table, we are checking how much the EMI is getting impacted when you, like, if I take a loan of 8%, but suppose the rate of interest is 8% per annum. If I go for 10-year loan, my EMI is 32,390, 12-year 28,000, 14-year 26,000, 15-year 25,000. So longer duration loan if you take, EMI will decrease, but at the end of the day, you will pay more money to the bank. So is here I'm just doing the postmortem of only one variable. That variable is the EMI under different rate of interest under different time. I hope you understood this. So this was an application of one-way data table and two-way data table where we used certain Excel functions like goal seek. We use the help of PMT function. Okay, then we try to develop loan amortization schedule, and then we try to understood one-way data table and two-way data table, what they're all about. So this much from this class. So I hope you have understood what all we have done so far in this class. So with that, it's time to say goodbye to all of you. Thank you, everyone. Take care of yourself and please like this class.